Assalamu alaikum. How are the previous days of Ramadan going? You might be more focused on tahajjud prayer in the last 10 days, so your sleep might be a bit limited. Don't worry too much about that. The last 10 days have definitely other priorities, which are far more important than sleep. However, by now, you should be independent of food. You don't feel really starving. Your food intake is therefore low, as your stomach has adapted to Ramadan and must probably have shrunk in volume. The most important thing is that you definitely have the best blood work of the year. Your inflammation markers are lower and your sugar level is more stable. Your health parameters and hormonal profile are more better than before. Your body has had sufficient time to cleanse and detoxify, and your insulin sensitivity is far better than before Ramadan. You now have a much more youthful and healthy body. Well, thinking about that, don't you think that this is the best time to start a healthier lifestyle, including taking care of your sleep and stress management, making healthier nutritional choices, and exercising? I always say, do not wait until you have to use your doctor's announcement to you as a motivation for change. Let's better anticipate and work preventively on your health. Do not allow yourself to fall back to your older routine before Ramadan. Keep on making healthy progress, and remember that whatever the case might be, you are still closer to your optimal target than before Ramadan. Let's discuss now my 3 pillars principle and see how you can use it to help yourself stay on a healthy track and continue your progress. Sleep and stress management is the first pillar. Nutrition, applying a preventive approach, is the second. And the third one is physical exercising. Let's go together over a few tips on each of the 3 pillars. Pillar 1, sleep and stress management. On sleep, try to increase your sleeping window after Ramadan. Try to get the maximum amount of sleep you can get, between 8 and 8.5 hours. Don't accept anything below 7.5. As previously mentioned, we all lack in minerals, including magnesium. Good magnesium will help you get a better quality of sleep. And if you still have sleep issues, then you can contact me. We may need other technical or supplemental steps to fix sleep once and for all. Try to keep the same sleep timing throughout the week, including weekends. Nothing disturbs your circadian rhythm more than sleeping longer during the weekend and shifting your sleep pattern so much. It's similar to traveling to another time zone each weekend with a jet lag. Remember the technique we discussed earlier. Surf on the cortisol curve by scheduling higher demanding tasks in the morning where you have higher cortisol levels anyway and energies, and lower challenging tasks in the afternoon. That way, you are acting with your circadian rhythm and protecting it from distortion. In terms of stress management, try to continue working on identifying your main stresses so you can manage them properly. You can't protect yourself from something you don't know as a stressor. Things like Wi-Fi, blue light, displays, toxins, mold, pro-inflammatory food, etc., are all stressors for us. So try to identify those and start protecting yourself accordingly. In my book, Stress Less, Sleep Better, I talk about all those stressors and give a bunch of techniques on how to protect yourself and how to fix your sleep in record time. Let's get now to nutrition as a pillar 2. In terms of nutrition, you are definitely in the most vital position ever just after Ramadan. You have mastered your self-control and discipline for 1 whole month. So why shall you fail after Ramadan? Here's what you should apply in order to not only avoid losing your progress from Ramadan, but keep progressing until the next Ramadan. Fast the 6 days in Shawwal, and they equal also fasting a complete month. Also, please continue to fast the Sunnah days, Mondays and Thursdays. Our Prophet ﷺ has surely done this for a purpose. This will also keep your willpower and discipline strong enough throughout the year and help you control food intake for the remaining days in between. Stay in ketosis and have only 1 meal with carbs a week. Once you switch to regular carb intake, there is no way to continue the fat loss process. Continue to drink a lot of mineral water. Always stay hydrated. Why? Because often thirst is misinterpreted as hunger. Apply the hadith, 1/3 for food, 1/3 for water, and 1/3 for air. Believe me, if we just apply this one, we all will be much healthier and happier. Now to pillar number 3, physical exercising. We are made to move, push, pull, carry, and not to sit the whole day in front of the computer and push the mouse. Let me ask you something. Did our ancestors go to the gym? No. Why? Because they were moving all the time and their life was the gym. As we became more sedentary with our lifestyle, we have to exercise physically. That's the only way to keep ourselves straight, strong, and live a younger life. If we fail to recognize and do that, we will live a weaker life and age prematurely, and our bones start to decrease in density, our tendons, ligaments, and cartilage in joints start to deteriorate. Our muscle mass begins to shrink, and not only that, our hormonal and neurotransmitter profile will be in imbalance, our cognitive function like memory and learning ability will suffer. Our immune system will be weakened and we will be exposed to various diseases. So we need to balance sitting, driving, and office work on one side with moving and exercising, getting stronger on the other side. In life, generally speaking, it's a matter of progress. Whether it's about mental or physical abilities, we must adopt a growing mindset and always strive for healthy but ongoing progression. In terms of training, here are activities you can do starting from the lowest progression to the highest. The progression is measured by the number of calories you will be burning and impact on health and aging. You can do stretching. If you are sedentary and don't ever move, stretching is okay. Easy cycling would be the next one, outdoors. We see nowadays a lot of people cycling outside. Swift walking outdoors, steady jogging and swimming, but limit please cardio activities to less than 30 minutes as not to stress your body, especially your heart, too much. Heat sprints are great, or heat swimming. Resistance training is the king among all of those mentioned activities just now. It has by far the best impact on health and aging and cannot be compared to any other activities related to health and performance. Walking and sprinting have to be ideally outside. Avoid electronic equipment. They can create imbalances in the muscular apparatus besides high EMF radiation. Especially on a treadmill, research has shown that 20 minutes on an electric-powered treadmill, your blood work is compared to an individual with severe diabetes due to the high impact on cortisol and sugars at the same time. And with this, we come to the end of this special Ramadan series. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. I hope you have now found a healthier balance based on a solid foundation of the 3 pillars principle, and that you can further stay on this healthy track to have an even better Ramadan next year. And by the way, we would love to hear your feedback about this series. Please drop me an email at riad.hashim@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Stay strong, stay focused, and stay healthy.